魔法転送永久凍土の術と
With so many popular series stealing the spotlight, it's totally understandable that many epic series got missed under the radar. But don't worry, because we'll be covering everything from isekai adventures to mecha, historical sagas, and anything you can imagine. Here are the top 10 underappreciated action anime with OPMC that you might have missed. Akira Uno literally probably wanted to log out of the real world and live inside a game, right? Well, Akira Uno literally does the same, except he doesn't get to choose the game or the character. Akira Uno chases a random girl and defeats her just like another NPC. He realizes he has no idea why he's even there. Now, he's just on a random quest to find out who's messing with him. This anime is a huge, messy dumpster fire, and that's exactly what makes it so much fun to watch. It's like the show took all of its cringy, over-the-top ideas you made when you were just 13, threw them in a blender, and hit start. The main character is the dumb yet overpowered guy made as an edgy teenager, and watching him try to deal with his own embarrassing creations is just peak comedy. It's a self-aware, cringy, goofy, and unserious story, but with cool, overpowered moments, which makes it one of the best underappreciated action anime with OPMC. Imagine you've got a whole kingdom at your feet, but instead of ruling it, you're plotting to sell it for what? Vacation fund? That's Prince Ween. He's more interested in chilling rather than being the king, and he's got a sell everything for profit plan going on. But with this absurd plan and his ridiculously overpowered schemes, he ends up saving the kingdom he couldn't care less about. It defines how to run a kingdom, not just in an average way. Nah-uh. When you're Prince Wayne, this man could run a kingdom without even trying. When it comes to realist heroes being on caffeine and a side of snark, Prince Wayne is the ultimate example. He's the type of guy who's against the hustle culture, and the way his lazy plans do wonders is one of the best things about this anime. With a lot of political drama that feels like a chess game and tons of hilarious characters, this show isn't just a comedy, it's peak. If you love stories with peaceful landscapes and lots of nature with an OPMC, you must watch The Genius Prince's Guide to Rising a Nation Out of Debt. Moving on, I want you to imagine you're a high school genius who survives a plane crash and boom! Enter a medieval world where you can't use your advanced skills to break everything. Now, Tsukasa Mikogami is your leader, and he comes up with the best strategy, which is to chill so you don't break the universe with your advanced tech. But yes, in the world of high school prodigies, you're a legit prodigy. But despite your efforts to keep it chill, you're supposed to defeat an evil dragon. Piece of cake. This anime won't change the world, but it's super fun to watch them. Here's how. The smart high schoolers in a medieval world are majoring in what moment, and things get crazier with their mission to save this world without causing chaos. The characters are really lovable and smart, especially with their cute animal ears and tails. Seriously, I mean, who wouldn't love that? Other than the characters, the story mixes two worlds with a lot of hilarious moments. So if you're fond of hilarious stories with an overpowered bunch of teens, High School Prodigies is the one for you. What would you do if you could trade your memories for insane powers and an S-class title? Deal done, right? Well, Kelvin does exactly that and tosses away his few brain cells for badass abilities and becomes the overpowered guy. But his Sigma aura increases even more as he falls for Melfina because, you know, why not pick the literal deity as your partner? Now, if we talk about how strong this guy is, I mean, he can take down monsters, level up, and make some serious OP contracts while not trying to embarrass himself in front of the goddess he's head over heels builds with. If you're tired of watching pure action anime and want an isekai now, then don't hesitate to watch Black Summoner. It's got all the usual stuff, including game mechanics, new friends joining the squad along with the harem vibe. There's kick-ass action, its characters have deep backstories with decent pacing so it doesn't drag on, forever. So when it comes to some of the most underappreciated action anime with OPMCs, don't just lazily watch Black Summoner, but binge watch it. Hey, this is your friendly reminder to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Thank you.
まず一人。僕なら。おい、何があった。嘘だろ。
Imagine the gates of hell suddenly open and the demons run wild. That's exactly what Dolgar Scott went through, and I'm telling you, he didn't do anything to deserve it. When one of the demons attacks Scott's childhood friend Yuna, the legendary OP hero Sion Blandon shows up like Batman, but from a thrift store. Why? Because the guy immediately died by falling into a trap. Hilarious, right? But we're just getting started. Sion's necromancer sidekick Henri brings him back to life, but the real twist is that Dolgar's soul gets stuck in Sion's body. Now he has to be the big hero. When it comes to some of the most simplest action anime to watch, we can never leave out the legendary hero is dead. It's dumb fun and it knows it. This show doesn't try to rush the story and keeps up a peaceful pace so the viewers can easily follow. Moreover, we've seen stories where the hero takes the wheel, but this anime kills the hero in the first episode, which makes the whole storyline even more interesting. It's sad how this anime is underappreciated because it's a really good story, no?
永久凍土の術だ。
What if your life was Isekai, but you started as the weakest class possible, like Monster Tamer Weak? That's Yuji for you, except the guy tames slimes and accidentally becomes a ridiculously overpowered sage and still tries to stay low-key. With the world-ending dangers in this new world, this corporate burnout might have to stop pretending and start saving his new home of slimes. Yuji, with the purpose of killing slimes, unlike his desk job, starts living for the thrills. My Isekai life is the kind of anime that perfectly embraces its absurdity and decides to run with it. On the upper surface, it may look like your typical isekai with an OPMC. What makes it special is how hilarious it is. The animation is overused again and again. The dialogues repeat and the sound effects feel so bad, especially if you're someone who hates the sound of chewing. It's like watching a parody of Reincarnated as a Slime and every generic isekai anime there is. But let's not forget its satisfying moments and the laugh out loud absurdity, because who doesn't like laughing?
剣を折っただと？どんな拳だ？
Have you ever seen a demon wannabe? Like a human hero trying to become the demon king? Well, we have. Let's talk about Helk, a hero who hates humans, and Varmirio, one of the demon lords who doesn't trust him at all. But he can't get rid of him either because he's just ridiculously overpowered and popular. As humans start to disappear, Varmirio tries to find Helk's true intention before it's way too late for the demon world. Now, if you love drama and a lot of great action, Helk is the one for you. It has that light-hearted comedy take on a fantastical world too, which makes things even more interesting. Other than that, our main hero just steals the spotlight. His personality, aura, and powers, everything about this guy is just mwah. And although its animation may not be the best, the story compensates with interesting characters, sneaky world building, and comedic moments. What truly sets Helk apart is that it flips the typical hero versus demon dynamic by presenting a human trying to take the throne of the next demon king. Like, can you imagine this? It's almost insane. So imagine you're a broke adventurer who gets yeeted by a dragon but respawns as the weakest guy. How would you feel? Probably pretty terrible, right? That's exactly what happens to Rent Faina, a once low-ranking adventurer who's now grinding monster XP like it's an MMORPG, trying to level up into a vampire because being human 2.0 is a vibe. But here's the catch. He's got a permanent mask to hide his skeleton. Now, you know what makes the Unwanted Undead Adventurer one of the most underappreciated anime with OPMC? It's got that slow, chill vibe where you get to know the characters and world at a decent pace, and it really lets you sink into the main character's journey. Even though it may be slow, it works because you're together with him in every thought and then deep dive into his character, which makes it pretty satisfying. Kid you not, you've probably been sleeping on one of the best anime out there. This one where the MC is so OP that you think that the writer gave him all the cheat codes. That's Hero of Maoyu for you. Alright, we're talking about a hero ready to take on the Demon Queen's castle and save the day, but instead of fighting the evil overlord he's supposed to, he's hit with a massive plot twist that the Demon Queen isn't evil. She's just a fragile lady who needs hero's help to save the world. Maoyu is one of those anime that perfectly blends fantasy with real life concepts. Like, you can literally see characters talking about the economy, agriculture, and even politics. While it might not be all about dough battles and flashy magic, it still does a great job of deeply exploring the complications of war and trade, much like Spice and Wolf if you've watched that one. You know what's the best part about Maoyu? Seeing Hero and the Demon Queen try to work together with the same goal in mind, despite being a total chaos due to being polar opposites. Differences aside, they somehow save the world. Lastly, how would you feel if you woke up as your favorite character one day? Thrilled, right? That's exactly what happened with this character, who happens to be in his favorite game as character arc, a skeleton. But things get crazy as he tries to blend into a new town and starts his adventure career while slashing crazy strong people. It causes him to get into all kinds of wild situations, and as he keeps saving people and leveling up, Arc gets into a massive conflict that could change the entire world. Skeleton Knight in Another World is one of those underappreciated gems that has solid action scenes, fun character interactions, and even comedy. Plus, the way it balances the OP hero thing without going full power fantasy makes it feel fresh and even different from your usual shonen style of action anime. And there you have it, the top 10 underappreciated action anime with OPMC. There are a lot of entries like these, so we must have missed out on some of your favorites. Be sure to comment down below any moments you think that should have made this list. And if you enjoyed this video, take a look at this one too, maybe. Alright, see you soon.